We just got a whole bunch of huge Bendy news and a whole bunch of brand new Bendy merch, including action figures, plushies, little vinyl figures, pillows, and a whole lot more. You also got a whole bunch of brand new dev updates, some new news, and all the brand new games they're making. It's literally a whole list of games, and a brand new possible VR Bendy game. And also a little bit of drama, because we always have to have drama in the community. That's just how it works, sadly. So without further ado, let's go hop to the video and start off with the merch. So you all know, like a few months ago, I uploaded my very first Bendy news video, and of course we covered wave 1 of the new Jack specific merch. Well, guess what? They've officially did some promotion art for it, and officially you can get them at Walmart now. You can also find them at other places, but right now Walmart's your best bet to find them. I still am missing the Ink Demon, rest in peace. You guys can see they made some brand new art for it, saying all new Dark Revival action figures. Looks pretty lit. They also tweeted a little cool little comic book vibe with all of them, showing Bendy saying "back off my choo-choo," and then showing Audrey saying "here goes nothing," even though it's kind of funny because, you know, Bendy never speaks, so it's funny to see him actually speak here. We see Tom so grumble. How come Bendy got nothing? Tom also doesn't speak, they just put grumbles. And for the Ink Demon, it says "this realm is mine," with a special touch of the, of course, the comic book type wording just melting off, which is amazing. And of course, he's definitely the most detailed figure of them all. But a few months ago, we did see on Walmart.com that they were releasing Wave 2, being Real World Bendy figure with the book. Of course, Twisted Alice with a Tommy gun, but it did not show the images. You just showed old images, the price, and I guess it out of stock. They also had some different plushies, and of course the Piper figure, and of course a Sammy Lawrence figure. But everyone was still confused, like why they're not showing an image, and of course one of these didn't get released. Until Bendy later on said more to come, showing a sneak peek at Wave 2 coming soon, showing of course a little good sneak peek at the Sammy Lawrence figure. Still some really cool stuff. He comes with his banjo because he doesn't come with the axe, because of course they already came with Tom. But thanks to this Twitter user, at his local store he was able to find all of the brand new Bendy merch, and of course all the old one from Wave 1 just in the store. So instead of getting stock photos, we'll be looking at real in-hand photos for these. The very first one we'll be starting off with is of course the plushies, so because we're gonna start off bad, okay? These are the new Bendy plushies. They're called Real World Bendy plushies, as you guys can see. I'm betting that these are supposed to be the plushies that they actually sold, like the company. And these, everyone is saying that it feels what's called the material feels cheap, kind of like a vending machine plush, and it does look cheap. It uses just full-on printing like the other ones, though. This is how Boris looks. It just doesn't look that good. The tags are just, of course, the same tag like the other one, but this time it's not yellow, it's white. Of course, looks like it's still using that same material. But of course, the best, in my opinion, is the Edgar plush. Look at him. Yes, it's still using that same material and, of course, printing, but he just looks the cutest. Look how, just like, I don't know. It's like, it's not even a thought behind those eyes. It just looks so cute. And we also got this humongous pillow, which looks a lot better with the printing. It's just white instead of yellow, but yeah, it's like a big old pillow. If you guys do not remember, this was like the old wave of plushies. As you guys can see, looks a lot better. The material looks a lot better. The quality of the printing and everything, the designing just looks a lot better than the other one. I even did a whole on video just showing all the plushies, so definitely look at them. It's definitely the most accurate Bendy plushies I think we're ever gonna get. But the other products he also showed us vinyl figures, being a 3-pack of Bendy, Allison, and Tom. It looks really cool. He also seen them in the back, how they all look. They look a lot more shiny than they do in person, but they look really cool. They also have posable arms and like heads. It's really cool. I gotta say, these look, they haven't made mystery minis, so these are technically the closest things you'll get to mystery minis, but they still look and just feel really amazing to have, even though I never even, have them in hand. But I will be trying to review them also. Stay tuned for that. Also, sorry for my bear screaming. As you can see on the shelf, they have all the different action figures and, of course, vinyls, and it looks like they're really expensive. This is probably, I think, Canadian prices. Everything's, like, a lot more. It's most likely still going to cost $15 per action figure and $9 per plush. The vinyl might cost $15, $20, who knows, but, of course, these are the prices. The first one we have here, the 4 action figures, is Twisted Alice with a Tommy gun. As you guys can see, you can also see the back. It comes with the backdrop of Sent from Above, of course, the Alice Angel poster. And the Twisted figure looks a lot detailed. I gotta say, out of all the figures they showed here, this is sadly my least favorite, but still, she looks detailed still, not that bad. All the posability still looks pretty good, and in the back you can see all the other ones to collect, but still a pretty good figure. The next one we got here is Real World Bendy here. He's of course just exactly like the other Bendy figure, but instead of coming with his choo-choo, he comes with the Book of Living. His finger is also a little bit twisted, so he's able to hold the book instead of the train. This is the illusion of living, and of course it just shows Bendy but in color. Still really nice, really detailed. This is also like a better, I guess, I don't know, photo if you want to see of him. And even in the back, it has the arch gate photos. These photos I found on eBay, the one like with the soft background. That's how I was able to find these. It has a door, so, you know, pretty interesting. This is a pretty nice one, actually. And the next one we got here is also, not Twisted. The next one we got here is also Sammy Lawrence here. He has his banjo there, and he just also looks really detailed. He has his mask on. I wonder if he's able to take off and on his mask. That would be a pretty cool touch. We also got the cycle breakers as a door for the backdrop, which is just really nice. And it shows you're able to twist his mask. You can also go and hold and twist almost every part of him. So that's still a really nice attention to detail. Now, in my personal opinion, the best figure in this entire lineup is the Piper figure. Not only is he like the most detailed figure of this entire lineup, he's also, I don't think we ever got any merch on Piper. So it's just amazing to finally see like merch off of him besides Funko Pops and anything like mystery minis. But he has, of course, his wrench just there. He looks so detailed, I gotta say. I don't know what to say. It's literally perfect. I got nothing else to complain about this. His backdrop is also the little miracle station, so it's like really cool to see. But yeah, what an amazing figure. But sadly, that's really it for the figures and plushies on our merch, but we're still not done. Thanks to Technical Bendy on Twitter. Most of the stuff later on we'll be seeing is thanks to them. It was, of course, like a whole month ago, or now 2 months ago at this point, the Bendy official store was sadly just empty. Literally nothing was on there. We do not know why. We'll be trying to get it back up, but sadly, because of course licensing and stuff like that issue, also I think the company that made them sadly went out and went under. So that's the reason why the store just went empty. So rest in peace, Bendy store. I think it'll be up soon. Also, Daco's original brand, Hex, that made a lot of FNAF plushies, and I think soon a whole bunch of other ones, is going to be potentially collaborating with Bendy to make some plushies. Will be really interesting to see. But still, future, we still have to wait, you know, because he said feature. He meant to say future. Also, thanks to this Twitter user, we're able to see a brand new like banner type poster for the Bendy graphic novel. We talked about this in the last news video too, but they are back with even more pages for the Dream Comes to Life graphic novel. On this website called One Jive, it lets you have a sample preview of like the first 2 chapters. I think the first full chapter. It starts off with just a regular page. You can also of course just pause and read them if you want. I'm not gonna like show everything here. I don't want to definitely spoil anything. This is how the chapters pages are gonna look, and then to show here different pages here. Still looks really cool, I gotta say. I like the art style, I like what they're going with. And then of course they end at chapter 2. But from other sources, we're able to see even more pages just with a lot more detail. If you want to go read them and you look at the preview, definitely go look them up. But yes, the book is coming soon and it looks really good. But now going into some of the little drama side of it, sadly, the original artwork for the whole Bendy poster has actually been stolen in Bendy in the Dark Revival. Yes, and I think this also was on accident. We'll talk about that a little bit later on, of course. This is a side-by-side image. This is how the Bendy in the Dark Revival poster looks of the Bendy cardboard cutout, and this is the one that's said to be stolen. You're probably like, hey, it looks literally almost the same. It's also sadly not the same. It's from this artist. I was making a recreation, I guess, sketched version of the cardboard cutout, and I think it was a whole accident swap up. Even this Twitter user put both the images on top of each other, like made the Dark Revival one a little bit faded out, and as you guys can see, it's literally just traced over, making it look all withered. And this is the whole original Reddit post talking about how it's actually stolen from like I think it's like Deviant Art. I don't know how to even pronounce that, but the Meatly did actually go and says there was definitely an oversight somewhere along the lines. Someone on the team was putting in charge of modeling the cutout, must have grabbed the wrong image. So he doesn't want to call them out, but of course they want to go in and fix this issue within future games. But sadly, he said he just made sure he fixed it in Lone Wolf, but we do not know if this is going to be fixed in other games. Like, that's the sad part. It's really good that he's changing it in future games, but is he going to change that in past games like Dark Revival? We sadly have no idea. Hey, this is the halfway mark where I'd like to ask you guys to please go and subscribe. This is a pretty long video, so if you're still watching to this point, thank you so much. But if you don't want to subscribe, you can always just like the video, continue watching the rest of the video, or comment down what's your favorite piece of merch, news, or just comment down anything, and I will reply. But still give me some time, because, you know, I'm a human, not a bot. But anyway, sorry for taking more time in your video. Please go and enjoy the rest. But thanks to this Twitter user, we're able to also see some unused UI for Bendy in the Dark Revival. It's just some nice little thing to see. It's for the stamina stamina, for the power up. You know, it looks really cool. I gotta say, this would have been really nice to see that instead of just like the hand, but sadly we all can't get what we want. Maybe my last video talking about the brand new Bendy secret games called literally Secrets of the Machine. I did a few videos playing it all the second it came out, and also doing a full story explained video of the game and everything, what it means. But beside that, I didn't really touch into it that much. But that game literally gave us the next road line of what they would be developing at the Bendy Studio, so let's go into it because it's pretty long. The very first game we got here is of course Bendy in the Silent City. We already looked at this before, but this is a brand new look intended for mature audiences. And thanks to the official Bendy Twitter, we're able to also see the reveal of Bendy 3. Of course, the big O Bendy 3. Bendy will return in the third game, of course, saying hashtag Bendy 3, showing a bullet, looking at like a little robot arm. So it could be an animatronic, it could be Tom's arm, it could be a new character, who knows. It's even using that same font as Secrets of the Machine. I gotta say, it looks amazing and is now officially in production. Definitely cannot wait. This is the official title to be announced, so we still have to wait for the official title. And of course, Mike Goes, one of the developers of course the game, puts Bendy and the, and does not continue a sentence, knowing that the game's gonna start off with of course Bendy and the, like Bendy and the Ink Machine and Bendy the Dark Revival, but what the last one will be, who knows? Maybe Bendy the Last Reel, maybe Bendy the Cycle Breakers, who knows? But then of course someone actually typed, being a little Bendy in real life, saying, I hope Bendy's the last, Bendy 3 is the last one. Generally, only spin-off after that point, like, hell, have the movie come out after it as a final send-off. He said, put no more mainline Bendy games, just let the story end. With immediately saying all good stories come to an end, and need to. Conclusion is what makes a journey meaningful. I expect a third game would be the last of the mainline games. But I will say that the Bendy universe itself has a lot of other stories that could be told, showing that Bendy 3 is of course the last main Bendy game of the main story, being the end of it all, but the Bendy universe could still live on. And when we also touch on that a little bit later on, of course with Mike D putting the end because it literally is the end. He also announced Bendy the Lone Wolf and a lot of details within the game, with a little recap here thanks to Technical Bendy on Twitter, saying of course that Lone Wolf will feature Steam achievements. Lone Wolf will also feature a hard mode where if you die, the game will start over, which looks really difficult. And also Lone Wolf will be more roguelike and will have a proper story conclusion, unlike the way Bendy or Boris and the Dark Survival kind of is right now. They immediately even of course did different things, like to be clear, Bendy and Lone Wolf is a major update and overhaul of Boris and the Dark Survival. It is the same game but with a ton of new content, new updates, new mechanics, more complete features, combat challenges, extras, an actual ending, launching on Steam first as an update. So that's going to be, of course, really nice. He also explains a little bit later on that the name change of the Dark Survival was a fun play on Dark Revival back when Dark Revival wasn't yet available. Now that they both exist together, we wanted to give Bendy Lone Wolf its own identity in the Bendy universe to launch alongside its new content, which is just really nice. Also, he's going to say that he's also keeping it the top-down perspective like, of course, the game is now. I never even played it yet, but definitely want to play it before the update. And he says, sorry, we will not add a toggle. The art direction of the gameplay is intended for a higher camera. If you like the first person, we have Bendy and Ink Machine and Bendy the Revival to play, and other games incoming, of course, with a smiley face. And this is when you're talking about the permadeath system. And of course, this is when you're talking about the roguelike features in more detail. So if you want to go and, of course, experience that, you could go and see. Thanks to Technical Bendy on Twitter, we're able to see that a new Bendy game has also been silently released, being Bendy's Rubber Hose Revenge. It's been leaked thanks to the trademarking filing, and many people keep saying, what if it's the movie name leak, all that stuff. It's definitely not. You can even see here, it says here recorded, we even posted this, recorded computer games, programming, downloadable computer game, of course showing that this is of course a game. And on the top selling list for the 25 best selling games on Xbox and the whole Xbox store, we can see that Bendy got 4 and 6. And as you see, Bendy and the Ink Machine got number 4 and Bendy the Dark Revival got number 6, which is really good to see that among all the other big AAA games. So it even beat GTA, like, bruh, how do you beat that? And now going to some console news. He says, sorry for the lack of updates. One thing I want to let you know is I pulled the trigger on getting Bendy and the Ink Machine and Bendy the Dark Revival ported to Xbox Series X, and PlayStation 5. Letting us all know about the different updates about how, yes, you're going to be getting it on consoles. They even have a lot of sales, so definitely follow Bendy because it's not like just one of them. I think these sales, of course, already ended, but they have a lot of them, like on mobile, on Xbox, on Nintendo Switch. There's literally so many sales, so just always follow Bendy if you're trying to get the game for a cheap price. Thanks to Mike on Twitter, of course the CEO and kind of like co-creator of Bendy, helped reply when someone was asking. I knew it was new about the whole drama that happened. I guess of course already over already, but that still happened. Someone was asking, he's like, please make a Bendy game in VR because we all want to play Bendy in VR. And he replied, Bendy game in VR? Wouldn't that be cool? He's definitely hinting at something, and that's the reason why I said potential VR game. Even Technical Bendy was like, he can't keep getting away with this. For real, he can't keep getting away with this. So who knows? A new VR game could be coming out. This is like a little poster thing I made up here. I didn't do the art though, I just put everything up together. Bendy art of holding the VR controllers and also having a VR headset on is thanks to the dev knows. Please go subscribe to him on YouTube. Please get him to like 200 subscribers, would be pretty nice. He's the one that made this art. It makes it look amazing, and that's why it'll be really cool to see a VR game coming soon. Of course, not official because they haven't officially announced that, but who knows? Maybe one day we'll get an official VR game, but sadly, only time will be able to tell. Also, Mike posted a full list of things he's still working on to give an update like a little while ago. Being Lone Wolf, still working on it, became a lot more fun, and I think it deserves consoles. The Cage, exciting stuff surrounding that I can't get into, but I can't wait to share. The Silent City might be quiet for a while longer. Just know it's a thing. Bendy Ink Machine Mobile fixed it. Also gonna get some bugs fixed done. Bendy and Ink Machine Switch ports. Got in contact with Maximum Game. I think that's the one making it. Great folks transferred the game to us for July 1st. And he even gave us the royalties. Look how amazing that is. Bendy and Ink Machine Switch, Bendy and the Dark Revival Switch will take a while to do, but if we can pull the trigger, could be around Q2 for 2025, but we'll see. That's still good to know. Bendy and Ink Machine and Bendy Dark Revival, Xbox Series X, and of course PlayStation 5 is still happening, but they're still gonna get it done. You also let us know that Bendy 3, I'm stoked on the story and everything about it. Let us cook. We had to let them cook. Bendy movie. We're thrilled with the direction currently, and we'll have more to say on it when we're ready to share the news. But it's Hollywood, baby. We'll take time. Let us end them cook. Bendy merch store to avoid the merch ending into a landfill. This is what I'll talk about later on, which is terrible for the environment due to the closure of Roster Teeth. That's the reason why this store is kind of closed. We have a new partner that'll be able to salvage it all. We'll have a better pricing and more details on that in the future. And also talking about like something else here, and that's really it. And of course, he always posts like new stuff saying he's working on cool new stuff. He posts definitely a lot, so please go follow him to see all the up-to-date news. Like he even does polls, even mentioning how Showdown Bandit, he might transfer just to Joey Juice Studios, did a poll, it won, and then looks like Showdown Bandit might become part of the Bendy universe, but that's like a whole nother story to talk about. And also replying to the tweets about his own tweets, saying how Bendy just has so much limitless potential, and it is true. Like with the whole cycle, you could literally do anything. Like I even put a comment down like, what if the real just like gets corrupted and maybe everybody gets like superpowers? I don't know. Or maybe some people like, I don't know, imagine a Boris that could control ink and shape the whole world and literally could rival the Ink Demon. Just imagine the limitless potential. That's why Bendy could probably outlive almost any other franchise. That's me of this video. Sorry for like a long news video. There's so much Bendy news recently. Don't be subscribed and stay tuned if you want to see me review all this stuff and also see more Bendy news. And I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.